currently in Chelsea that is better than Matthias De Ligt?
What are you saying?
Just mention now. Mention now.
Go.
Beat me now. Mention. One, just one.
You are saying De Ligt is better than Chalobah. Man, not even talking about Fofana. Who is
Wait.
You are talking about
Who is Trevor Chalobah? Wait. The funny thing is, Premier League gives opportunity to players that we just feel like, you know what? Maybe they. Wait. We're talking of, hold on. We're talking of a Matthias.
Amen. Chelsea needs to help you do something at this point, and it is call Maresca back. And that man, just call him back and make sure you go and lock him up in jail. Just lock him up. Bring Maresca to kill him, because yesterday I couldn't sleep. I was now looking at it. How can Manchester United be on top of Chelsea? How? That is because Maresca played match since December. We only won one match in the league. Just one match. And some people are saying they should not sack Maresca, they should not fire Maresca. The thing is, this time I'm calling back and go and lock him up. That man is a scam, na Maresca. In name na no be Maresca, na Maresca, because what kind of run is that? It's so inconsistent. Now yesterday I just dey look am, I can't losing everything again, because last season it was the same thing. January we lost a lot of points that last season January, because at some point last season we were second, just 2 points behind Arsenal, and we were now begging for Champions League football. Same as this season. There was a point this season we top at least maybe a weekend or something like that. We top the league. Now see where we get Man U Banter Club on the head of Chelsea. It's a shameful thing. It's a painful thing. Man, one of the things we can't invest me is just Chelsea boy again. That one, they will sack one madman. Come go carry another person wey be say we don't even understand, because how can you go from Tuchel? Naturally, I don't like Tuchel, but thank him for the Champions League. You sack Tuchel, come go collect Potter. From Potter we go Lampard. From Lampard, this team just won't finish me. I'm tired. I don't sleep yesterday.
You know what?
I don't sleep.
I just allowed you air out your.
Make Man U they talk me.
Relax.
Man U.
I don't say. How would I say? You needed it. You get what they talk. Say if you suffer heartbreak, they say cry on my shoulder, cry on my shoulder, that kind of thing. But the thing here is, let's Chelsea fans, let me make I clear on that small. It is not shameful to be below Manchester United.
It's shameful.
Hold on.
Man U na Banter Club. You know.
Wait, we're talking of Manchester United. You can use the word painful, and I can understand, because in recent years, it is a shame that Chelsea is behind Manchester United. It's a big shame.
Man U finish for 15.
No, that's what I'm saying. It should be painful. If you say painful, I would understand. But when you say shameful, club was supposed to follow us for back. Like the likes of them Liverpool, them Arsenal, probably City now would not be.
Can you imagine?
No, it's a thing of pain, and I understand. But thank God for, should I say, prosperity is beginning to unlock some of these shambles, because judging by what I watched yesterday, and congratulations Liam Delap, because nowadays now player, if na coach never get affiliation with player, na no dey sign am. We have gone from Enzo Fernández, Enzo Maresca to Liam Delap, Liam Rezino. So congratulations to Oga Liam. That's Delap brother. As the employer, na so Delap start, Delap score. So Delap dey try show am say I dey game. All those ones na story. We go see am. When Shebi he was on the stand, he was at the cutting. Beautiful. So Oga Liam, prepare to enter the board.
The thing is, I know on a good day, Man U cannot finish the season ahead of Chelsea. I'm very sure that one is sure for me, guys. But there should not be a point in time in this season that Manchester United should be ahead of Chelsea. That is my pain, because how can Banter FC, Man United, thing we say they scored against Burnley.
The thing is, we don't.
On a good day, yesterday, for the red card, which is something I would blame Cucurella for. It's a very that performance is a poor decision, is a poor performance from Cucurella because you are a professional, you are an experienced player, one of the experienced players in the team. That ball, you miscalculated the ball, you made an error because on a good day, I expected Cucurella to have got advantage of Wilson, took possession of that ball, but you made that error. But just allow him score. If you touch him at that point, it's a red card.
Yes.
Just allow him score. It's still very early in the game, just 22 minutes into the match. Chelsea was playing well, like we were in charge of that game before that red card. So what do you expect from a one that we know that this game is always a very tough game for Chelsea? And you shouldn't have just leave him, let him go and score. And we'll take it now, punish the rest of the player for the rest of the match.
But what if he score? No one score.
If they scored for that match, if they scored that goal, forget Chelsea will. The third can be equalized now. It's still very early. We have about 60-something minutes, 68 minutes to play. You are punishing the rest of the players for the rest of the game. It's still very early. A professional footballer should not do something like that. So those are the things. And that's the eighth red card of this season. It doesn't make sense. Even Maresca said, now one doesn't mean them call that man, mean them go lock him up. If they don't collect yellow red card or suspension twice.
Yes.
But
the thing is, I don't know. This Chelsea fan, should I say, you guys are over expecting.
From a Manchester United fan telling Chelsea that we are over expecting.
Come on, as
a world champion.
Look, see, that's exactly. You see that tag, world champion, he go carry him and go well, I don't know. And you know why I like him?
It's just a matter of
you know why I like him?
Just a matter of I think it's a matter of mentality of Maresca because how can you go for this is your second season in charge? You don't have a starting lineup. You don't have, it doesn't make sense. That's
the whole thing. How do you expect him to have a starting lineup? That's the question in the first place. How do you expect him to have a starting lineup? Let me answer the question.
He should have because on a good day, you've been able to overcome some certain injuries in the team. Like you were able to manage some players, and even if you tweak your team week in week out, it has to be something minimal. You can't just go into every match, playing James as a midfielder. I have no problem with him playing, but I just feel like Maresca is just trying to experiment a lot of things, just trying to do like Guardiola. Why you not wanting to show for it? This is it. I disagree. I don't agree on that. I'm not a big fan of Maresca actually, but I disagree on that point. Now this is why I disagree. Now Chelsea is fully packed with average players, mostly, and not just average players. These average players are young players. Yeah. Of course, Chelsea's your MO now is you develop young players, you sell them, and of course, let's take for instance now, Alejandro Garnacho is maybe your starting player. If you start Garnacho like 5 consistent games, this is Jamie Gittins, and the person replacing him is Gittins, right? Now, if Garnacho plays the past 5, don't forget, the person waiting on the bench for Garnacho is also an average player. Yeah. So if, let me say, Garnacho plays 5 games now, plays very well, just say, Gittins, go and play. Gittins can fumble. Gittins can also be a player the same player that is waiting is also the same player that needs that same time. The only established players that maybe when you start them without caution is Caicedo. And of course, maybe sometimes he can be guilty of maybe Rhys James sometimes playing him out of position, and there are some kind of games that you don't need to tweak. I can understand that from Chelsea fans. Yes, because we know that your best defensive pairing is Fofana and Chalobah. So I can understand that. But when you are saying, because the problem is the squad itself is too average, and you have a lot of them. Now let me make something clear to you. I understand that you are saying Chelsea squad is an average squad, but if you look at these players, they have a lot of potential, most of them. And now, Maresca is a kind of manager that is too timid. He's too timid. He doesn't really have confidence. Let me put that because now you are playing James as a midfielder, fine, no problem. Initially, you move Palmer from the initial position where Palmer, performed well under Pochettino. You move him to the other side. Alright. You try to adapt, fine. You had a couple of injuries, but now Garnacho and Gittins, I understand. If you start Garnacho today, you could feel like say why they don't start Gittins. You start Gittins tomorrow. But the truth is, Estival dey there. Playing is not compulsory we use two right footers, we use right footers. Since the right footers are not giving what you want, use Granat, use Estival, use Pedro Neto. Use him. Use the both of them. Play Palmer as your 10. Palmer was not available. Play Bonanote. Why don't you want to trust on that guy? Now Pedro is not a proper 10 like that. He's not. He can't use the ball.
Bonanote is not good enough.
Wait, Maresca is the one that doesn't trust that boy because whenever that boy plays, Bonanote, we always see that okay, this guy can do, a glimpse of what Palmer can do.
He can do it. That's
yes.
That's
But
exactly.
but look at Pedro. Pedro that he constantly use at that number 10.
Yeah.
He doesn't really show. He doesn't really play anything. He just be doing his Brazilian mistake, just juggling the ball.
That's why I said this is why I'm bringing up. Yes, I can understand Esteban because yes, Esteban is a talent. Yes, but this is what I'm saying. Most of your squad are just bang average. And can I just say, Chelsea fans, it's high time people stop this hype around Enzo Fernández because that guy is rubbish. Scott McTominay is a better player than Enzo Fernández. I'm saying it here. Scott McTominay.
I will never take that from you.
Scott McTominay is a better. Tell me one thing that Enzo Fernández does better than Scott McTominay.
Right.
Just one.
All right, let me tell you something.
Yes.
Now, before I answer the question,
Okay.
now you watch Enzo Fernández during the World Cup.
Yes, I did.
Do you watch Enzo Fernández under Potter?
Yes, I did.
Do you watch him?
Yes.
Do you see how he plays?
You are
Even Guardiola praise him.
Guardiola praises of basically every player that turned up against Manchester.
Chelsea fans with
No, that man is praising. You know that about Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola praises every player that plays very well against Manchester City. Yes.
Enzo Fernández under Graham Potter was the best Enzo Fernández Chelsea have ever seen. Why can't you just allow him develop more in that position?
Develop,
change him.
Wait,
yes, now,
excuse me.
Now, making Enzo Fernández crash into the box to be the second striker most of the time, is going to ruin his passes and all of those things because you have to make a player develop in that position.
Okay, that is fine.
So that is
now back to my question.
Yes.
Tell me one thing Enzo Fernández does better than Scott McTominay?
Now you have to understand that Scott McTominay, he played in Manchester United.
Yes,
you guys sent him out.
We sold him.
You sold him because
he's
not a starter. Wait, he's not a starter.
No. He was. Don't change that.
Don't
change that.
You can't tell me.
Let me tell you.
It's not a starter.
Wait now. Hold on.
What are you saying?
Under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, there was something called McFred. He was a regular starter. Hold on.
Okay.
There was a midfield combination under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer that we call McFred.
Yes.
Do you agree? Yes or yes?
Hold on.
He always come.
He always come as a
McFred
sub and get the goal. That is what he does.
Wait, he never came in as a sub. I say under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he was a regular starter. Their midfield was McFred. Hold on. I'm giving you a record now. Now, before he was sold, which was under what's this man? Eric Ten Hag second season. Scott McTominay, aside Bruno Fernandes, had the highest number of starts under Eric Ten Hag, the same one that sold him. You go see and see. Answer my question. One thing. Tell me one thing. I'm sitting here on this thing. I said, tell me one thing. Enzo Fernández does better than Scott McTominay.
Passes, Enzo Fernández is miles ahead of McTominay.
Now, in all of Enzo Fernández's team and all of McTominay's team, Enzo Fernández have never recorded more assists, more successful passes than Scott McTominay.
Now, listen to me now. When it comes to goals and assists, that position that I was talking about, that Enzo Fernández played well in Chelsea under Potter. It's not about assists. The way he dominates play.
The same position he plays is the same position Scott McTominay plays in the Manchester United side.
Has never dominated the midfield the way Enzo Fernández has ever done.
Hold on. Chelsea fans, I'm calling you people out now.
Yes.
McTominay played in a midfield with Fred. Enzo has played with Moises Caicedo. Enzo has played with Cole Palmer in a midfield though. McTominay played with Fred. Okay, now he went to Serie A. Hold on, fine. It is Serie A. I understand that it is Serie A. McTominay is in Serie A. He's playing with Labotka, Frank Anguissa.
Yes.
And he got in the Ballon nomination. Come on for this guy. See, Enzo, let me tell you. Wait.
And became a very good striker.
Now from there, Lukaku said on a sign. No, exactly.
You know, from of the
Hold on. See, let's.
So we can't
you know
compare. We can't compare the intensity of the leagues.
Yes.
So
That's true. I just
make I tell you something.
Yeah.
Who is the worst player in Premier League? If you go down to the eye, he go play. What are you saying?
No, see, we can. Yes.
For McTominay, because McTominay is a player I love so much.
Yeah.
And even when he was playing at Manchester United, I used to feel like, why Manchester United go, chase this boy come out. They play him because he get eye for goal. And Manchester United, for now, I feel say, now no big team we suppose they care about. You are not supposed to care about ball possession or everything. All you should care about is winning goals. Same as Chelsea. Because I see no reason why Chelsea be saying we need a ball playing goalkeeper. Let's score first. Let's go and score. So I used to be bring on players that can score. Leave someone that wants to dominate play and all of this. And Manchester United chased McTominay out. He went to Serie A and he became one of the best players in that league, which is very, very good. But
the best player, not one of the best.
Saying McTominay is better than Enzo Fernández, I still feel like the problem of Enzo Fernández as a Chelsea player is because he has played under many coaches within the space of 5 seasons or 4 seasons, played under about 4 managers. So what are you now saying?
You know what? Let me just. I don't want to say too much about this Enzo Fernández issue. But one thing I just want the Chelsea fans now to have in their mind, or maybe you can come into the comment section and let's argue it now, is class is permanent.
Sure.
If you like, play with 2 million managers. Matthias De Ligt in Manchester United, every year in his professional career, he has played with a brand new manager from every year.
Is he now a better? Is he one of the best defenders?
Every year. He's not one of the best defenders.
That guy,
hold on. But at some point, there is no defender currently in Chelsea that is better than Matthias De Ligt.
What are you saying?
Just mention now.
Go.
Beat me now, mention. Just one.
You are saying De Ligt is better than Chalobah. Man, even talk about Fofana. Who is De Ligt?
Wait.
You are talking about
who is Trevor Chalobah? Wait, the funny thing is, Premier League gives opportunity to players that we just feel like, you know what? Maybe they. We're talking of a Matthias De Ligt from an Ajax Amsterdam side.
That was his best season ever.
Hold on. I said a Matthias De Ligt from an Ajax Amsterdam side to a Juventus side to a Bayern Munich side. We're talking of a player that has We're talking of a player that has toured European giants. You are comparing a player that has toured European giants to a player that Chelsea sent on loan to Crystal Palace. Oh God! You know what? Football can actually be unfair sometimes. Matthias De Ligt and Trevor Chalobah. Oh goodness!
All of his touring around Europe. The only place he has ever played a better football was Ajax. And now
why? Okay, yes, fine. If Trevor Chalobah that is playing the best.
Let me give you reasons. Now let me tell you something. Now De Ligt was the captain of Ajax.
Yes.
A very young player captaining a team like Ajax. Now Juventus thought they've seen a good player. They signed him.
Okay.
Now you yourself you can attest to this that he's not that De Ligt that we saw in Ajax.
Of course, injury because he was hampered by injuries.
Well. Now listen.
Yes.
When he left Juventus, Bayern thought, okay.
No, Bayern Munich thought if a player. If a player of his quality went to Juventus and failed.
Yes.
We can
buy him back.
Okay. So Bayern Munich now, as big as a club as they are, would want to revive against players' career.
Would you tell me Jackson? Jackson is one of the best strikers because he left Chelsea. And he went to
Jackson was Chelsea's best striker.
No, are you going to tell me he's one of the best strikers?
What I'm saying is,
you are missing
the whole point. Jackson was Chelsea's best striker.
Jackson was best striker.
But now people are crying for Jackson.
Let me tell you
something. But now Chelsea fans are crying for Jackson. Everybody saying Delap, Nascam, Pedro. You are crying for Jackson. Are you crying? Okay, do you want Jackson?
I don't want Jackson.
Okay, you don't want Jackson.
Yes, I don't want Jackson. I just want someone better. Okay, I wanted Osimhen.
All right, beautiful. So you are okay. So are you accepting that Liam Delap and Joao Pedro are not better? They are not better than Jackson.
The three of them, they are on the same page. Now let me tell you something.
Are you accepting?
I said this thing earlier on. Okay. The problem of Chelsea right now is because the reason why a lot of Chelsea fans are still seeing Thomas Tuchel as the better manager, aside from the Champions League and this, is because when we fire a manager, we employ someone even far worse than the one that that's the thing. If you are employ someone better. Imagine we start Tuchel, we employ Enzo or Luis Enrique. Are you going to tell me Tuchel is
don't worry, Chelsea fans, we don't worry, come for me.
We sent Jackson on loan.
Yeah.
We went ahead to buy Dila. What are you saying? So if we had gone for Seaman, won't be saying this thing, won't be having this thing.
You know what did I love? Chelsea fans come for me. I said that Nicolas Jackson is better than every option you have up front.
It's not better.
But now, that's by the way. Manchester United, of course, the biggest club in English football.
Can you imagine?
We also played yesterday, and should I say?
We are just like brothers and sisters because
So
Manchester United they played like then they begged to play against Burnley. That's the beginning of the end for Manchester United. We'll see who you guys are going to
No, correction. We did not beg to play draw. Now Burnley.
Burnley, yes.
Yeah, Burnley beg us. Now Burnley beg us. Don't be say we beg them, sha. But anyhow, sha, we said we have our own juice of problem. I was never a big fan of sacking Amorim in the first place. But anyways, Amorim is gone. There's nothing we can do. And even the kind Fletcher said, Fletcher just proved yesterday that he's nowhere near coaching. Because I don't understand how you come up Bruno Fernandes at 60 minutes. We all know Bruno I know he's injured. Of course, no, that's not how to manage. You can be that at least before carry him like 70 minutes, 75 minutes. Because he took up Bruno Fernandes, he gave Burnley the impetus to come out and play. So that was what happened. So I beg, man, congratulations to my striker. The person they call you Jet Li. Oh yeah, come out. That fan I call you Jet Li. Come out now, come out. My striker has 4 goals. Brace. Brock Lesnar gets 6. But I'm not going there, sha. But congratulations to Benjamin Sesko for getting a brace. A very poor performance. But in all, we don't top world champions. That's our
performance.
That one.
Just the everybody.
Anyone, but we
at the end of the day, man, you know if you finish this season ahead of Chelsea. No. That one, I'll go down that E.
No problem.
So
watch out for us next season because we are coming for Luis Enrique. Enrique don't decline PSG contract. So we are coming to carry Luis Enrique. So Premier League, be scared. Be scared.